Morning, you guys. April 2nd, day 18 here in our closure for Washington State. Today, I want to talk to you guys about schedules. Oh man, I was going to bring my calendar for you guys. So normally, I have this big planner. It's a big book, and I meant to bring it to you to show you. I have a big planner. I was super excited to get this one this year, this new one, because it had the weekly breakdown by hour. So every day, so it had the month, it had the week, and then within the week it had each day, and it had it scheduled out by hour, right? From 6 a.m. to, I don't know, 8 p.m. or something, which isn't even enough time for my day, but that's okay. And normally it was filled from 5:30 a.m., because sometimes I was coaching 5:30 a.m., all the way through to the hour, okay, all the way through till 7 or 8 p.m., okay? And I have not touched that planner, right, for 18 days. I touched it the other day because I needed to look at our scheduled events. We have a lot of concerts and shows that we have tickets to, and so I was trying to keep track of that, and then I kind of gave up because one of the artists changed the date, but then changed it again, and so I was like, whatever, hopefully I'll figure that out later. So, haven't really touched it in 18 days, but what I'm finding, and really quite honestly, I don't really miss that hour to hour, minute to minute schedule at all. And I'm hoping that out of the end of this, I don't have to go back to that. Well, I don't have to do anything, right? But I don't want to. So I got to figure out ways to make that happen, because that's one thing that I've realized personally is that I don't want to go back to that crazy schedule, right? I like to be busy, I like to work, and I like to do a lot of stuff. But I don't necessarily want that. And a lot of that has to do with the kids' activities. I don't know if you guys can relate, probably, but having 3 kids in 3 different schools, 3 different time schedules, 3 different activities, almost on a daily basis, 5 days a week, is really challenging. And so that's one thing I'm thinking about right now is like, why are we doing this? Why do we have these crazy schedules? I know some of you probably are like me too, and you're like, why are we going to school for so long during the day, right? There's gotta be a better way. Maybe we can work on that. There's gotta be a better way where we're not jam-packed our days. I know one thing that my kids are really enjoying is the not having to rush. Not having that rush of sitting and doing their math and having to rush through it, or having like a time limit. It's really probably one of the best things about them doing work from home. But on the flip side of that is I'm finding that we need a little bit of a schedule, a little bit of a routine. We have to create some standards for us to get things done during the day, especially when it comes to working out. And so my thought, and I'm gonna create like a checklist for you guys, maybe later this week, or at least the beginning of the week for our members. If you guys are interested, just message me if you're not a member, but that we can kind of check off things. So here's what I'm doing though, that is working really, really well. And I didn't even bring that. But I'm using these index cards. So I have these, I don't know, they must be like 3x5 note cards like you used to do for reports in school. I bought a pack because I use them for the events I do, the live events. I write notes on them to memorize stuff, the workouts, athlete stuff, that kind of thing. And so I had a pack of them, and they just happened to be next to my bed because I was using them for something else. I think goal setting, intentions, something like that. But I've started using those on a daily basis to just write down all the things that I want to get done in the next day. So typically it's been like 5 to 8 things, and I get through as much as I can. And at first it was just kind of a to-do list, but now it's like a daily list, and now it's shorter, right? It was a long list and I just mark them off. And now I take it out the night before, instead of sitting worrying about all the things at night that I wish I could have done, or wanted to do and didn't do, or that I need to do for the next day. I just write them down. all the things that I want to do for the next day, and then set it aside, be done with it, go to sleep. Next day, I can get them done. Just like my kids, right? I can get them done as fast as I want or not that fast. It doesn't really matter. It relieves the pressure a little bit, but it does give me some guideline for the day. Hey, not a minute by minute schedule, but just a daily schedule, a daily intention of what I want to accomplish. And it feels really good. There's endorphins in marking things off the list. That's why we use whiteboards at the gym, go figure. But there's something about crossing those things off that also feels really, really good. It makes you feel accomplished and allows you to just not worry and stress as much. So those are my tips for you guys. Hopefully that helps, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.